Who'd like to see Ricky Gervais go up against Statler and Waldorf? Well, it looks like we'll get to see the Insult Comics compete, as Gervais is the star of the upcoming The Muppets Again, the follow-up film to 2011's The Muppets, which resurrected the Felt franchise. Gervais will play the top henchman of Constantine, a Kermit doppelganger who just happens to be the world's #1 criminal. Yes, it's The Muppets meets the Pink Panther, complete with their very own version of Inspector Clouseau, who here will be played by Modern Family's Ty Burrell. Tina Fey also co-stars as a Russian prison officer, and it's rumored that Ray Liotta and Christoph Waltz will have cameos. The criminal hijinks will take place as the Muppets go on their European tour, a narrative that worked wonders in Madagascar 3 and most likely will for the Smurfs this summer as they go to Paris. Yes, it's always a good idea to give audiences as many reasons to see your movie as possible, and a free European tour is a very good reason. But as the Muppet franchise tries to reclaim its adult roots, they might find themselves going up against Brian Henson, son of Jim Henson, as he ups the ante with the Happy Time Murders. As I reported about a year ago, Henson and Lionsgate are moving ahead with their R-rated film noir, also a mystery, and could very well speed things up to compete with the Muppets in 2014. And while Disney purchased the Muppets franchise in 2004, they can't stop Henson from making a puppet movie. After all, Henson still owns the rights to the Fraggles, Sesame Street has always been its own entity, and nobody could stop Avenue Q, could they? How adult do audiences want their Muppets? The answer is probably pretty adult, as Avenue Q has been a smash hit and the Muppets were at their height of their popularity when they were on in prime time with their own version of Saturday Night Live. In fact, the Muppets weren't really for kids until the success of the Muppet Babies back in the late 1980s and early 90s. But the stark shift in demographics couldn't hold up, and ironically it would take a family company to get them back on track. Although it's the family appeal which likely first put the Muppets on Disney's radar. Yes, after purchasing the Muppets in 2004 and giving the franchise a bit of a breather, Disney expertly began to reintroduce them to mainstream adult audiences. First with clever shorts on YouTube, and then, realizing it was crucial that the Muppets appear alongside current top comedians, put them in the hands of Jason Segel from the Judd Apatow crew and Flight of the Conchords director James Bobin and songster Bret McKenzie. McKenzie would go on to win an Academy Award for Best Original Song, Man or Muppet. It's hard to get more adult than that. And Bobin and McKenzie are returning for the Muppet sequel, as well as Segel's writing partner Nicholas Stoller. But it is important to note that despite the success of 2011's The Muppets, it still came nowhere near the success of the original Muppet movie, which was one of the top 10 grossing films of 1979 and equal to $200 million in today's dollars. Do the Muppets have a better shot with Gervais, Burrell, and Fey? Or is Brian Henson right that raunchy Avenue Q-style puppets are the future? Write your thoughts down below. I'm Grace Randolph, and this has been a Movie Bite. You can watch more right now.